Leo loves long walks on the beach as long as they're short walks in the forest. He speaks three languages and knows how to say I love you in seven of those languages. He will presenting he will be presenting the divine language in 4 to 6 minutes. Leo.
Hello, everyone. It's always a great time to be with you. When I was 9 years old, I was hit by a car. My best friend and we were walking to McDonald's, and this lady was reversing out of her driveway. By the time she got to us, it was so slow that my friend and I jumped so we could roll off the trunk just to not be pancaked. And it, this lady, she looked at us, continued backing out, and then she left. It was so out of nowhere, but it was completely harmless. So we looked at each other and we started laughing. Had I been alone, I probably would have been scared. Should I go to the hospital? Do I report this? But because someone else was there, it turned out to be a pretty good story. And uh, I'm glad I got hit by a car. I never thought I'd say that. Anyways, I have to say that I want to share something with you, something that I believe in, which is I believe in a universe that doesn't care and people that do. Think about it. In order to survive, you only have to look after yourself, not your friends, not your wife, not your kids. Um, so the fact that we have these acts of kindness, we share dinner as a family. Maybe sometimes you'll eat with a stranger you don't know, and you'll always share that joke that always gets a laugh. I think it's a beautiful thing. But what is that? This idea of connectedness, and how do we do it? Well, we talk. I think that words are the divine language. It's what always brings us together. I mean, could you imagine if you could never tell your friend anything? Now imagine the year is 1990 and you're 15 years old. You've known each other all your lives. His parents are going to move to some town in Canada you just can't remember the name of. This is the last time you'll ever see them again. If life doesn't do that funny thing of bringing them back to you, what would you tell them? Now, I grew up in a time of the internet, so it's not a heartache that I'm familiar with completely, but I think it's something that people easily take for granted. I mean, think about how we got here. And I don't mean your commute. Think about the founding of the free world, the building of the pyramids, Dr. King's dream of harmony. Could any of us have done that alone? Better yet, would we want to? Every person that leads to us being born took part in history. And maybe they met each other somewhere along the way. I think that's funny. Like they all liked music, they all ate food, and they wanted something more. You, us, everyone, we are a culmination of dreams surrounded by people who just want the same thing. And that's something to think about the next time you tell someone hello. But we've said hello 1,000 times and a million more. I can easily see why we overlook it. But that's the gap in sentience between each other. If I want to check in on my sister, if I want to see if she's safe, stressed out, if she's sleeping safe, I'll send her. I'll tell her hello. Well, she's my sister, so I'll probably say something like, "Hey, peepee head, how you doing?" Um, it's the divine language. You used it when you asked for help, when desire kicked in and you wanted something, and when you fancied someone. So why, in this time when we have the divine language, does it feel like everything is still at odds? It's chaos. I'm asking you because I don't know. Maybe we want different things. Maybe we want the same thing. Maybe we think if you have this thing, then I can't have it. I'm not sure. So if the news is right, then I'm happy to give a speech using the divine language in the last year of Earth. And if I can say anything with certainty, which I can't, I'd say that probably the best moments in our life happen with somebody else there. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Leo, for leading us through that and where you started with that speech. Getting almost hit by a car or almost hit by a car. I was